Sheraton.
There you
All
go.
right, we're going to be getting our recording going here. And yeah, so I just want to welcome you, Sean. And of course, Eli, you are regular. Alyssa, we got Meg here. And sometimes we have others join us as well. So what we do here is we talk a lot about what we're trying to promote in through the Clickbank platform, some of the new products that Sheraton is focusing on for running ads to. And my method is a little bit creative in how I do this. I like to monetize that traffic, not just by trying to get ads to convert, but by building an email list off of the traffic that comes to the bridge page that we're designing in Sheraton. So tonight I was going to give you an example of something I'm building in the Sheraton platform for a bridge page and a lead magnet offer. The lead magnet, if you're not familiar with that term, it's not something that Sheraton usually does. But what I like to do is I use a platform called ConvertKit, which is really good for being able to obtain emails and putting a list together. And it also allows you to put automated email sequences together based on the whoever opted in through your contact form. So what I'm doing with this particular offer with Clickbank, it's a make money online offer, and they have different um, programs that you can apply for to be able to make. It's usually averaging around $30 an hour for like a quick make money online solution for people. And as I was talking about before we got the recording started, I'm in the process of vetting my Clickbank offer against research I'm doing online to find out what are the objections that people have, what are some of the scams that are out there with make money online. You could do the same thing if you're picking a health product on Clickbank. What are the drawbacks, or what are the things people that might be critical of it? What might they say? What can you build into an objection handling document? That could be your lead magnet. It'd be a PDF. It could be a checklist. How you know this supplement could help, or here's my story with this supplement. I had this condition and this is what I did. Telling your story can be a really good way. I'm going to do that with Make Money Online. I'm going to check out some of these offers on ClickBank. And then I'm going to add to my lead magnet my story with this particular offer and why I think it's legitimate, and answering the objections that people would have. Using my lead magnet, click my offer that I would have people sign up for. So they go to the bridge page, they start to read the text. And if you guys remember, Adam went through this on the Thursday call, talking about how we can use free ad copy, taking the VSL, putting that into free ad copy, and free ad copy gives us a number of resources. Now I have a lot of, it gives us information like our demographic, what is the authority that is being cited, what are the testimonies that might be in the VSL, and it breaks all of that down. It's very helpful. In my case, my a video sales letter was very short. And so the data that I was able to get on it was relatively a small amount of data. So I was trying to find more testimonies of people who have been through this type of job and their experiences. And again, YouTube is a great source to find other people's experiences with that job. All part of finding corroborating data that you can put in the customer or the solution section of your document. And you have to be careful how you put testimonials together, because I know that they're starting to crack down on testimonies that might not be legitimate. So I'm working on trying to find more stories around in my particular offer, trying to see how that is, how are people sharing their experiences about that particular offer. I found a lot of people pushing this kind of offer, but not a lot of people on YouTube saying, hey, I made great money off of it. And that is concerning for me. So I'm going to keep, researching it further and probably go through myself to find out how legitimate it is, or if it isn't, because I'm not going to push something that's not legitimate. But that's kind of how I'm approaching the ClickBank offers and tying it in with my already Make Money Online creativeprofitsacademy.com courses that I put together for teaching people how to make money through social media, YouTube, and different kinds of affiliate marketing blogs that we can put together. So for some of you guys, this is kind of a new concept to build additional content to go with your ad. And I wanted to start by sharing kind of how I'm approaching this. I wanted to also, I might, some of my data is on my other computer. I'm not sure I can bring it over here to show you what I've been doing with like free ad copy. I don't know if it saves it. And if I can bring it up on this computer, I'll show you. But I wanted to open the floor for some of you who are also looking at the ClickBank offers. If you want to share what you found and kind of what you're thinking about in regards to how you're going to promote your offers, I'd like to open that the floor now for you guys to share. So, anyone want to go?
I can go if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. And if
Okay.
you don't mind, I'm gonna try to see if I can bring up some of my data on the screen too when you're done.
Yeah, sure. I think everyone here kind of knows the path I'm going. I'm looking at pelvic floor issues. It's a huge uh, known problem among menopausal and perimenopausal women, also women that have had children, that kind of thing. And when you're talking about verifying the Sorry, my dog is breathing underneath the door. Heavy breathing. The the uh the one I picked, it's a that was one of the things I did was look to see how legitimate the company was. I went to YouTube, I did all those things. They are legit to the point that they have a Better Business Bureau um rating, and they actually had, which I liked. There was 4 complaints, I think, on the Better Business Bureau, but the company had actually responded to every one of them and solved everything.
Oh, that's
So I really liked that, because then when someone goes and complains or whatever, or, looks for, because that's what people do, right? They look for the complaints, right? And so that was a big thing. Uh, so for me, the way I want to market it is, I talked about using imagery in regards to women and incognitance, basically, right? Like we all have the, cross your legs and sneeze moment, right? So stuff revolving around those kind of situations. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I researched, I was happy. I think because we're going into a 45 plus demographic, I'm not sure if this product has been presented to them or not through these like publishers that Adam's using with his Rolodex. But I mean, there's only one way to find out. And I I have easily 3 to 5 images that I can work with. Hand jotted some headlines. I haven't gone to the chat GPT yet to, turn that into, the free ad copy and turn that into 25 or whatever. But I've got one that I kind of mapped out what I like or the verbiage I want to go with and see how that works. And then that's probably one of my next steps. And then also finding the images
that's
that I have
good.
in my head. I found some. It's just I'm trying to coordinate how to grab the image, and now that Scrapebot and CropBot are working, that makes that easier.
Yeah, that's great. I'm seeing if I can pull up my pages here because I have it loaded on my other computer, so I'm getting things ready for you guys to see in a minute. But yeah,
Okay.
that you're off to a good start with having started your research, and I really think YouTube is just going to be incredibly instrumental in
Yeah,
verifying.
and this company has their own YouTube channel and everything.
Yeah,
So I
that's good.
really I really like that. I was like, I think this is something that it is out there, like the company itself is marketing it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I see mostly, it seems like it's a lot of social media marketing. And
Okay.
so I think taking it to the email will be
Yeah.
super beneficial. And like I said, I'm going to try and go from there.
Have you thought about what you would use as a lead magnet? Like the opt-in form I showed you last week that can be put on the bridge page. Have you thought of much about that and how you can?
For getting emails?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I did that. So not only is there the one product, they have a second product, which is a supplement.
Mhm.
So I was going to put in there, hey, if this interests you, drop your email and I'll also send a supplement that goes with this product. And I thought that might work. It's a ClickBank product as well, but maybe
Yeah.
not.
You might have some issues if you're doing a buy this, get that, because sometimes there are some concerns about it that's considered incentivized. I know you can't do that with Amazon, but it might be an issue with ClickBank too. It's incentivized if you're
Okay.
giving them a physical product or another product and you're buying it, and like that could get you into trouble. I don't know
Okay.
about Adam's traffic source, but what I would say that particular guide, maybe I'm just going to throw an idea at you,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
for
might
sure.
be able to research on YouTube and maybe get some ChatGPT can help too.
Yeah,
And Google searching the trends and the articles that might be on
yeah,
Medium or some of those other sites, but see what people have found, like to help with exercises that might go with this supplement, perhaps, and get your guide for the 5 minute exercise every day that this video
I
you're going
had
to learn
I
about.
had thought of that too. The other one I had thought of was a free guide to like a questionnaire to ask yourself, do you actually have this problem? Like
Okay.
kind of like a,
A
quiz,
survey.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, survey kind of thing.
I
So
was going to
like,
say, there's I think it's an additional piece of plugin to buy that you could pay for, but ConvertKit, as part of the opt-in options, they have a integration to something called Gravity Forms. I've used Gravity Forms on my WordPress websites as well.
okay,
And you could create a survey or a question and answer as an option, and they can get their answers because the email will email them if you set
yeah,
it up that way. That is a possibility. I like that. I like checklists, and I'm thinking another route I could go with my lead magnet for this make money online is to have a checklist. How do you
yeah,
know something is a scam? Ask these 10 questions, and it could be
yeah,
something as simple as like a document or two PDF or questions people can go through. I wouldn't necessarily make them have to fill out a form every time for mine. But for
yeah,
yours, I mean, a form might be appropriate because maybe you'll have an email sequence for, okay, if you're not experiencing this, but you're experiencing that, I have this offer of emails that will help support you so you don't get this problem. So you can do a survey type thing and have automations off of the a conditional if this, then that. And that's
yeah.
another thing ConvertKit offers in the email sequence. It's just
Okay, I
amazing.
was wondering how that worked because I was trying to map that because I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, there's been tons of funnels I've gone down, and it's like, okay, are you a female? Are you a male? Are you, and I was wondering about that kind of thing, right? Like, but like, I mean, obviously it's gonna be females, but I just mean like, are you in this age group? Are you in this age group? Are you in this age group? That kind of
Yeah.
questions, and then from there, have you had kids? Did you not have kids? That kind of stuff.
And for sequencing, I haven't gotten that far with ConvertKit to try to build something that fancy. I'm keeping
Sure.
it pretty simple, opt in, you get my
Yeah.
PDF. And that to me is going to be hard enough to build a funnel of like, oh, another thing on the offer that I'm looking at with ClickBank, if everything checks out, they have a 20 email sequence that they give affiliates. It's under the
Yeah.
affiliates tab.
Okay.
So if someone signs up for my PDF, then they might like the 20 emails that I could just put into a queue automatically off of that form embed that I put
Yeah.
onto Adam's bridge page. So there's a lot of possibilities for
And I had
monetization.
mentioned to you too, like at the bottom of like on my website and on who knows, I could do like I was looking today at Springs Hosting, like their affiliate stuff and their banners and such.
Oh
And
yeah.
like I had mentioned to you, hey, do you like how this sequences out? Do you like, the info, or do you like whatever, right? Are you thinking you'd like to get into an online business? Because if they're clicking that, tons of people say that. Well, how does this all work, right? So at the bottom, I thought about that too as an angle, like, you know,
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
figure out how I could.
That would almost be a cross sell if you're selling a health product and then you're having a little tag at the bottom. But if it's not a direct email and they can opt in for that
Yeah,
sequence of emails, then that's the cleanest way to do it. Opt in for any shift in your focus.
Yeah.
Mine is so closely related, making money online or you're building your own business online, so closely related that I think my traffic from the ads will
Yeah.
be able to get my other traffic. And I'm building, eventually I'll launch a course program that right now my stuff's free, but I'm going to add more
And
things.
I might even put both. Like I might put the pelvic floor one and the one at the bottom about affiliate marketing.
Yeah,
And
you
why
never
not?
know.
Why not, right? Because
Yep.
you might get some that want to do the questionnaire or however, like you said, the free info. And then you might just get the other one that's just like, oh, well, this kind of seems interesting, right?
Or
Like
maybe they want to check out your t-shirts. But I
that
just,
I was thinking that too, right?
yeah,
Like that's another one.
you
But
can embed your t-shirts from Amazon
yeah,
and, just the important thing is that we want to keep things as aligned as possible in the
yeah,
email sequence that they
yeah,
signed up for. So if you get flagged as a spammer, that's going to cause your emails not to be delivered that well. So
understand. Yep.
they start to block a lot of things on your marketing side, or
Yeah,
I should say the platform side with the ConvertKit, they'll watch it.
yeah.
So, and so one thing I'm trying to do more of is just how many offers can I find and then build sequences up that tie into my
Where they
offer
all relate. Yeah.
where they
Oh,
can
maybe I could relate it,
together.
my t-shirts, because my when I fiddled with WordPress, my title or whatever was t-shirts with meaning.
There you go.
Are you feeling down because your bladder's letting you down? Maybe a good t-shirt will cheer you up.
You're so funny. You're hilarious. I'll tell you, you come up with something. That's great.
But
All
anyway,
right. Well, that's
yeah.
okay. I love hearing what you're doing. Um, let's
Yeah,
just
I'll let somebody else go now. I'm gonna eat my supper.
okay, sounds good. Get your bite to eat. All right. Who's next? Anybody?
Eli,
Who?
did you want to go first or?
No, I'll jump in a little bit later. I got stuff up, but I'm gonna wait and let people share.
I'm cooking dinner and
Oh,
entertaining a 2-year-old, so probably not the best time for me.
not yet for you. Okay, that's good. I'll jump in
But
after
I
maybe
am
Meg.
enjoying listening.
Yeah, cool. That's great. And we got Carol, who I haven't heard from in a little while, and Sean is new. So I'll look forward to hearing from you guys too. Meg, do you want to go ahead and share, or Sean, do you want to share right now?
Right now, I'm just learning, to be honest with you. I just started a little while ago, so I'm just learning.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we add a little bit more than the regular base program, but it's a way to monetize a little bit more as you're getting going on ads.
Yeah,
So try
yeah,
to take
exactly.
advantage of it.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Glad you joined us tonight. All right, Meg, why don't you show us what you've been building and what you're cooking up for your side?
So with me, I'm still going with that rise, reclaim, and redefine. So um connected with some of the friends that are doing volunteer work with veterans, and then finally I finally got Clickbank to reopen my account again. So I was just like, oh my
I
God.
know you've been waiting for
So
that for a long
they
time.
well, they had me locked out saying that there was two people the same whatever this and that. I'm like, that's me. I
Oh,
need so can you just delete one of them and one of the emails and just keep one? And so they're using the universal NRG with the S. And I
okay.
was like, okay, so not the other one, but that's okay. And then um with that, I was thinking moringa is like a great supplement for people. And I found one that is on ClickBank, but I haven't had the time to check if it's a legit one because I'm more like, okay, let's make sure that it's organic and it goes with all the FDAs and all the requirements. And I haven't been able to dig in for that. The other choice that I was thinking was like relaxing music and whatever. So Christy gave me a link to some of the other, like beta waves and all that kind of stuff and the healing wave. And I am so I get creeped out with the word like healing and all that kind of healing stuff and
Yeah.
yeah,
I
brain stop. What I'm like, well, no, we're not
see
messing with other people's
I don't
brains.
I don't know what they're doing other than I think it's more like, and I'm not into alternate like new age stuff. It's a little more new agey than I'm comfortable with. But
Well,
the one
most of the things that they have in there are very like witchy, crafty,
oh no, we
creepy
don't want that.
stuff.
See, I
And
didn't check it out
so
too far. I was just like, this looks interesting, but
I'm
yeah.
like, you know what? Maybe I'll just stick with whatever recording music that I
Yeah.
have that
It's
instead of
sad but
these.
true how much of the like natural healing
Yeah.
is like, you can't see my air quotes because my camera's not on, but is witchcraft, like is like
Yeah.
laden with it. But
Well, I'm glad that
It's
what they're
so
playing with,
creepy.
Meg, what they're playing with is the hertz. So in electricity and in our brains, the electrical waves all run on a hertz in the
Oh,
back
Yeah, of
end.
course.
And so when you hear certain things or when you're around that EMF, that kind of stuff, and if the hertz is close enough to you, it can manipulate your hertz. And
interesting.
so it's a very there, just rabbit hole it on YouTube. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah.
Yeah, so I keep on telling people, listen, hertz for specific vibrations, there's certain benefits, definitely, but you have to be very, very in tune with what the energy is it's giving off. And so, like all these people with this hurts and that's hurts and that blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? You don't know the subliminal messages that they're putting into certain
Yeah.
things. Even with movies, you see these little blips on the corner every once in a while, and I keep on saying that's a subliminal message to go
Interesting.
get a snack from the snack bar or whatever. And they
Hmm.
play it every once in a while, and you'll see it in the corner,
Hmm.
and people are like, "How do you know about that?" And I'm like, "I'm a little bit oversensitive, and
The
sorry."
same with classical music. Same thing. How does listening to classical music invoke an emotion?
Oh yeah, so like I always
Exactly.
say,
That's what it all is. All of it. That's what it all is.
so
Meg's
I'm
dead
like,
on.
if you want to listen to Brahms, then go listen to Brahms. If you want your child to have really, really good thinking skills and all that, Mozart is the way to go,
Yeah,
all that
interesting.
kind of hoojiggy. Uh, me being a
Meg,
music
I
teacher.
I did that
Sorry.
for the first 4 years of my son's life. I did Baby Einstein, and back in the day when he was a kid, it was literally from the time he was baby, it was all like television images and sounds that were revolved around classical music. And the kid,
Cool.
he is too smart for his own good now. Like he
Um,
is so brilliant. He's lazy. I shouldn't talk about him like that, but he school barely had to put an effort, like that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, what did I do here?
Well,
wow.
that's a big thing that like parents that are really aware of the fact of making sure that all the wires in the brain is like all wired up the right way from the get-go. And of course, being a teacher, I will stop talking about that.
I
Let's
love
Yeah,
get
it.
sorry,
to
Meg.
No,
Sorry,
this is
Meg.
very good. See what you're doing though, Meg, is you're taking, okay, let's look at this offer, and then you're using your discernment and your experience, and you saw some of this stuff is getting to witchcraft. I didn't check it out enough to know what it was doing. I just said, oh well, this is a big top offer. You check it out. So you kind of did it. And this is where I'm saying go to YouTube, go to all the experience you have, check them out. And you did. And you noted that, hey, this is getting to the dark side. We don't want to get into that. And so I applaud you. You did a really good job in vetting some of this stuff out because we don't want to go down the wrong kind of rabbit trail.
no, well, it's huge. It's just, yeah, all these different programs that are out there. I'm always like,
Yep.
let's think. And then, well, but then people could look at my pink hair and go, she's whack. So who
well,
knows?
you got a blue background, so now you're just like in space. You do look quite a bit different with that background.
And then I'm wearing glasses because of my eye situation. But
Oh,
okay.
yeah. I hope you can get that thing solved. So,
I'm like, yeah. So I'm going through little challenges here and there. And it's always going to be, let's figure things out. And people are like, how do you stay positive and all that? And I'm like, you have to. There's no choice.
yeah, in everything give thanks, but this is the will of God concerning you. This is what scripture says in everything. And there's a reason, because a positive mind is able to figure out solutions. There was a study done between two dogs. It was done in like the 50s or 60s. Nowadays we have animal rights. Don't ever do this to a dog. And I would be one of them. I'm like, don't do it. But they did a test on these dogs where they put two dogs. One was in one cage that where they would, I hate the fact they did this because I think it was so cruel, but they put like a little mini shockwave through the wires of the cage. And the one dog, he could get up on a platform and get away from or no, I guess he would push a lever. That's what it was. And it would stop the shocking. So in the one cage, they could do the lever, stop the shocking every time it happened. He'd just get up and push the lever. The other dog did not have such a lever. And they watched what happened when they would get shocked. The one would get up and get the lever, and he'd learn to, deal with it, cope with it by being able to do something about it. The other one rolled over because he had nothing he could do. And then it became, if they reversed it, they switched the cages. And the one that had learned to roll over, give up to the conditions and not try to seek a solution, when put in the other cage, never found the lever. So this is what happens to humans. Is they found out that in psychology, if you learn that you can find solutions for your problems and you continue to seek those, that learning that behavior early on, it helps you get through all kinds of trials. But if you learn early on that you're helpless, which unfortunately happens to some kids where they're in a situation they never learned to overcome, then it can set people up for a lifetime of failure because they never learned to be overcomers, or just reach out, to keep trying and keep knocking, keep looking, and the scripture says, you ask, you seek, and knock. To everyone who asks receives, him who seeks, and knocks, the door will be opened. Those scriptures are principles that God has given us that really do apply to so many areas of our life, and psychology bears that out when they do the testing. So yeah, so I like your attitude. You're going through another trial, but you've overcome the physical trial where they told you you wouldn't walk again, and look at the miracle you are today. So you overcame that. You're going to be an overcomer. You're going to do it. So I'm proud of you, Meg. Yeah.
Thanks. Well, one of the big thing that my dad's like a real good example is that he went through the imprisonment camp. Tomorrow's the day that they knocked on the door and dragged his father out and put him in prison just because he's a Buddhist minister. And yeah, and the way that my dad coped with being, separate, like being in an imprisonment camp and all that kind of stuff, and seeing all the horrible things, he always saw it as being able to, okay, I get meals every day. I get this and that and that and this and this and that, and I figured out that I like collecting turtles and this and that and that and this and that. So I always heard the great beautiful side of whatever he overcame. And then you got my grandmother who is just broken, but and so she put it out on everybody else. Poor mom too. When she got married to my dad, she was like, what is this woman? But yeah, so it's like total, my dad was raised by her, but he always had the jolly good old, he's always like, well, okay, so what are you gonna do about it? his big thing was, so what are you going to do to fix it? Oh, so what's your choice on this? And that's all we heard as we were growing up. And I did that to my students, where when people would say, I can't, Mr. Pico, I can't. I'd be like, excuse me? And then other kids would be like, we'll try.
That's good because you start with those kids.
Figure it out.
Yeah, you start with those kids early on when they're younger and just instill in that there's always some solution. The worst solution you can have is the one of I'm not going to try. So you always try. There's something. You know, find
Let's
something.
try.
Even if it's just
Think.
the mindset. I can't fix this
Think.
moment, but I can be thankful for the food, like your dad did when he went through that experience. So
Yeah. His story goes on and on and on, and I won't share. But I was
That-
like,
Yeah.
that's one of my t-shirts. I want to do life and death by the tongue.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the power of life and death in your tongue. You know, and the funny thing is it's also in your mindset, like
Yeah.
what you
It's
tell
the same
yourself.
thing. Your tongue is producing what's in your mind. So
Mhm.
it's the same thing. They're attached.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're not taking the place of God in our lives, but we are allowing God, He's given us tools and we're allowing God the opportunity to open our minds to what's out there, but we have to have our minds open. I mean, God may have given us the answer and, oh, I'm just going to have a melancholy attitude about this. This is just a whatever. And, you know, that kind of attitude will always keep you stuck. So,
I always think that there's so many signs all over the place, and people are like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm like, oh my, you just missed the opportunity. Bye-bye.
it's because they choose not to look at it.
It's because
Bye-bye.
they're on the wrong side of the veil. They can't see it. Their mind's just not there. It's just not ready.
And
Or
so,
they choose to be not ready. That's
It is
my
a
thing.
choice.
They
100%.
Sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, you're choosing to be this
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
And then they're like, I don't want to hear it. I'm like the thorn. Poke, poke,
Yeah.
poke, 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 poke. Yeah.
I
But
had somebody tell me about I can't, and they said there's no such thing. It comes down to two things. It's either you don't know how or you don't want to. And when you find yourself saying I can't, ask that question. And literally every time I found myself saying that, it's one of those two. I either don't want to put the time into learning or doing it, or I just don't know what I'm doing.
Mhm.
So
And the
my
one
thing is
solution
I
don't know.
cannot
What you gonna
Yeah.
do about it? Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna go look and research and find it until you find out how to do whatever, if you want to do it. If you don't, well, then let's find a solution for something you do want to do.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's something we all face in all areas of our lives, even parenting. Okay, what do I do about this? You know, I can't control
my
the
friends'
kid,
kids,
but
they
I
send their
can make
kids
the
to
input.
me. Yeah, my gamut of children that everybody goes, I think you raised over 200 kids. And I'm like, oh God.
Yeah,
Because
probably. Oh, you're teaching.
my cell phone, it's like, Aunt Meg. Oh God. Aunt Meg. Aunt Meg, you didn't answer yet.
Oh no.
I have kids from 6 years old all the way to 40 years old.
You've impacted a lot of lives in that amount of time as a teacher.
Yeah, or best friends' kids and their kids and grandkids. And I'm like, I don't want to be called Grandma Meg.
Well,
They're like,
you could if you want.
Grandma Meg. Oh no, what?
I'm not a grandma yet. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Well,
Sorry.
everybody, if you're still doing dinner, I'll jump in and throw a couple little things on the screen. But if you're ready, I'll open up for you. See if
No,
she's
I finished my lamb chops. I'm ready to go.
okay. And Eli, are you still feeding kids over there? See if she can hear me. She might be really, really busy right now. Little ones. Yeah. I think she must be busy. Carol, do you have anything you want to share? Carol Adams.
Not really. I'm just lost and I joined so that I could just listen to the conversation and see where everybody is. And I don't,
Awesome.
I don't know what to do next.
So are you in the stage of trying to find a product or where are you in the process?
Well, I thought I would carry on with BFit,
Oh, okay.
but one of the VAs told me that we're not supposed to use those, that we're supposed to find something new from ClickBank.
Yeah. Have you got a ClickBank, you know,
I've opened an account and I've put the links on a couple of products, but one of the products, Java, I think it was, wouldn't let me put my link in. I don't,
okay.
are there some products like that?
Yeah, there are. Some of them want pre-qualification and they'll check your history and how many products have you promoted and what do your sales look like. And if they're not letting you make a affiliate link for that, it will likely say on it that we require pre-qualification before that's what they'll say. We require pre-screening or pre-qualification. It'll say that on their affiliate page. Did you see that happening on your when you looked at Java?
No, it did, but I was just, after I tried to put the link on and it wouldn't go, I
Mhm.
just quit. Was I supposed to go someplace else? Back to the,
Yeah, well, I can do you guys have a minute we'll jump in and I'll take a look at Java and see what might have perhaps tripped you up. I can jump
I
in.
have nothing, so I can wait till the very end to discuss my stuff. It don't matter to
Yeah,
me.
sure. So, hi, hey, Eli, it's good to see you. How are you on time, Eli?
I'm good. I'm finally sitting down for a second while my little goes to the bathroom. So we're
You got
here.
you got
And I
like a
had
minute.
I have time to pop on and see a face. So here I am.
Yeah. Do you I'm gonna try to look at ClickBank for Carol. I could take a minute to look things up if you want to share what you're doing while I try to bring up my ClickBank. Do you
Sure.
okay, I'm gonna
Um,
still listen. No, I'll just jump over to the ClickBank.
yeah, no problem. So, I haven't really, honestly, I haven't looked at ClickBank in a while. So I was looking at ClickBank just now while you guys were talking. Um, but I have been working on my own website and it's called Just Another Mama. If you guys want to check it out, it's not completely done. Um, I have the last things I have to do is just get a few more items up on my Amazon store page, and then get a few or get my landing page on my ConvertKit working for my opt-in PDF. So I made that. Um, but yeah, I think that with the website created, there's going to be definitely room for the Amazon stuff, the ClickBank stuff, but then mostly promoted through social media, so TikTok and Instagram. I created 2 accounts there. And then this week I'll be working on my content, and then I had chat create a content calendar for me. I know Chrissy loves that thing. I had it create a content calendar. It tells me like when to drop the what to upload, when to drop it, how many times, and the exact time to do it. It even tells me how to create the video or
Oh,
reel, and what to put in it, overlays if they want it to be me or something else. It literally tells you word for word on how to do it. So
sweet.
I'm going to be creating that content. And then as soon as I have a good enough content, because right now the two social media sites or the social media platforms that I have for the new profiles are not my personal ones. And I wanted to create that traffic organically. And so when I asked ChatGPT how to do that, it gave me the exact calendar on how to do that.
Wow.
Um, yeah. So it requires a an upload 3 times a day for the first week, and then 2 to 3 times a day for the second week, and then from then on, once a day, and then just after the first month, it tells you that you should have a good following to start promoting.
Ooh, that's great. That's really nice to have it laid out like that. And I have not done mine, so you're gonna like be doing so good on Instagram and all those reels with Facebook because I kind of took a little bit of a break from that to focus in on my content core material, which I'm sharing with you guys. But I'm like
Yeah.
kind of like I cannot focus on too many things, or
Right.
I just
And
can't.
that's why I haven't looked at ClickBank in a while because I was like, I want to finish this one thing first, get my content for my for my social media going, and then as soon as that is ready, I can concentrate on promoting things from ClickBank. Gosh, it's been over a year since I've been in ClickBank. Luckily,
Yep.
they didn't get rid of my account, so I'm
Yeah.
still in there. Um, but I was just looking around on what kind of products and stuff that they have, and a lot of it is supplements. I'm not sure where to look because if I'm having like just another mama type of product, so I do have a health and fitness section. But a lot of it is so the blogs are regarding food tips and tricks. Um, so I'm not sure if it's really the supplement line,
Right.
but I'll have to dig further to see what's in there or if
Well,
anybody knows of anything. Alyssa,
they
I
did
see you pop on.
they did say that they're going to open up other um
Platforms like Giddy Up.
platforms. So like
Yeah.
it's not just going to be ClickBank will have access to. There's going to be 8 in total. So it's
Oh,
just
from Charrington.
Yeah.
yes. So just keep that in mind that coming up that will be something that happens. But if
Yeah.
you go in there, there is it outside of supplement, there is a health and fitness. Like that's how I found the pelvic floor stuff because I was like,
Oh, yeah. I clicked on it. I just didn't get into that too
yeah.
deep. I was like, what is on here?
Because I was
Um,
like, I went through a lot of the supplements and I'm a supplement junkie. I shouldn't say junkie, but I've researched supplements to like the ninth degree. And I was looking at a lot of them and I was like, yep, China, China. Like I'm not trying to knock,
yeah,
but I was like, this is not I think I
yeah.
picked out 2 that I thought, the way they were labeled when I read the back end, I didn't get much further than just looking at their stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I just went, I'm just not feeling it. So I'm gonna go. There was a tea I really liked for weight loss. And tea, a lot of people are drinking tea. And
Mm-hmm.
like it could just come like the tea line had a lot of things to offer, not just weight loss. And so
Right.
that was another one I looked at that I
Did
thought
you
was
see
really good.
did you see any like protein stuff on there?
I didn't
Oh, see the T. I
but
see
I
the
didn't
T.
look for it either. I saw collagen,
Oh,
the
that's a good one.
yeah, collagen's a really good one.
I saw some probiotic stuff on there, which is trending.
Yeah.
Yes, it's big right now. Gut health, like you got Activia yogurt, their whole marketing is we got 3 billion
Prebiotics,
probiotics. Yeah,
probiotics.
yeah, which
Like,
is
oh my
dead
gosh.
after you eat the dairy that you're putting with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a gut health, right?
Yeah,
I have a whole section on my blog about gut health.
yeah.
Nice.
So,
You know,
So
I
yeah,
had some.
a collagen. So there was some of those that I thought I know I had put one on my list. I forget what else. Again, I didn't look at every single thing. I just I could tell very quickly the ones that I was like, nope, nope, nope. And I had about 15 I had put on the top of my, like in my tabs. And I just
Oh,
remember
cool.
there being a good collagen and cortisol. That's another one.
Oh,
There was a good
okay.
cortisol supplement. I thought it was decent. And that's a big one. A lot of people stressed out their adrenal glands, and the cortisol is
Especially
through
as a
the
busy
roof.
mom.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good know.
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I need to catch up on some of the training because I've really been concentrating on getting the website done.
I'm doing the
And
same, Eli, because Adam doesn't even have all of the, like Blaze isn't up yet and all that. And
yeah.
well, I'm focusing more on building my website and that stuff too, because it just makes more sense right now.
And I
Yeah, and
just
I feel like the Amazon right now, like if I concentrate on getting like to be an Amazon affiliate and I have that already built out and ready to go,
yeah.
I think I
Well,
could get that going and then make extra to support the ClickBank stuff. I don't want to spend if I'm unsure of
Yeah.
what to do if the
So
training's not all the way there.
I'm
yeah,
gonna say here's kind of how I'm approaching it. You guys have just a limited amount of time because Adam did reset your accounts. I know Alyssa's gonna be here a while. I'm here pretty much indefinitely as
Mhm.
well. But there are some of you that only have like I think Meg only has like a couple months or she did a 6 month thing, so she's probably good for
So did
six.
I.
yeah. So
Okay,
you're good for 6 months again.
but you gotta
Yeah.
reset. And my only concern with focusing on Instagram Reels and all that, and reason I'm not doing it right now, you can pick that up anytime, whether you're on Sheraton or not.
Hmm.
But once you get started in a content creation on Reels, you don't want to drop it. And that can stress you out if you're trying to bring something new in that you haven't developed out. So
Right.
my personal opinion, this is why I'm not really pushing that right now is I feel like we got a special window with a brand new traffic source that nobody's running on right now.
Yeah.
And now that means that any product we pick, we're going to be the first to the market on this traffic source. Whereas if we wait towards the end of your 6 month window to start trying to promote, there could be two or
Yeah.
three other people doing the same things you're wanting to do. So my thing is take advantage of the opportunity right now that you're going to lose in 6 months, assuming now maybe you'll make enough you can stay on paying $297 a month. But for some of you guys, adding that to ad spend is going to be really hard to do.
Yeah.
So you might actually get something running and it won't be an issue. But I would tend to say let's err on the side of
Honestly,
of
Christine, I
um
was meaning like just over the next week or so, just because Adam, like, I'm pretty sure Blaze is going to launch at the end of this week,
yes.
and then after that, it sounds like quite a bit of training will be up. So I was just kind of
Okay.
waiting for that before I run myself into it. Like I've researched my ClickBank stuff. I've done, that preliminary and, have it mapped out, and it's just go through.
Yeah.
I haven't done
It's
DIY tracks and I haven't done flexi and that kind of stuff,
yeah.
but I know if I sit down over a weekend, I can probably get a majority of that, prompted and done.
I
Right.
So
would say the DIY tracks and the flexi, like once you do it, like follow the
yeah,
video, it's pretty
straightforward.
understandable.
It
Mhm.
should, yeah.
Yeah. Like if you're familiar with that kind of stuff and tax savvy, I mean, you have to be somewhat
Or just
tax
stubborn like
savvy.
me that'll just, rabbit hole till I find it, like a
Yeah.
But
fish.
the
Okay.
thing that I just
Going
want
on
to
mute.
say, the piece that we're adding is that email sequence so that we can collect those leads for our website to
Yeah,
monetize later. So the focus, I would do what Eli's doing with blogs, I think would be very good. Getting products identified that you're going to want to link to when you have your affiliate ID. With Amazon, you have to get those 3 sales within the first 3 months. If you're running traffic and an email newsletter that is built out and has those blogs in it, you're going to get the traffic. So you'll get the sales. So you'll be able to keep on with Amazon. I wouldn't apply it until you're ready. But build that email sequence. I think that's the most important thing we can do along with, basic product identifying, creating that lead magnet. Get all this in place. Then we can turn the traffic on while people like Meg and Eli, you only have a little bit of time left. Let's make the effort. See if you can get an email list started, because once you're out of money on ads, if you don't have something that converts well enough, if you got an email list, you can keep sending your blog articles out. You can keep developing more content to monetize even after you're with Sheraton. But if if she gets too caught up on reels, and that can be a bottomless pit, trying to get enough reels out like that could be really stressful. And if you start getting traction, you don't want to stop because you're going to lose your audience. So I'm like, let's make the effort, the lead magnet, the list building, the blog site to tie into your list, then go back to reels. She could always do that later. I just fear that she might be misprioritizing right now, where she's got an opportunity that she's going to lose if she doesn't get that going. So that's my take, Eli, if you can hear me. I would highly encourage you to, pick your offer, start thinking about that email sequence, keep doing your blogs, but let's focus on getting you a list so that you can monetize your traffic and get something going. Because reels too, just so you know, I've done a few little website posts in groups on Facebook, gotten a little traffic to my site, but that would not sustain my site if I hadn't already had a back end of products and email lists, a lot, lead magnet, people opt in, and YouTube videos. Like, I have it all together, and I just took my time to build out that base. So before you push the social media target, because it won't necessarily drive traffic to your site fast enough with social media, especially reels. They don't link back to your site. It's link in bio is super slow to build traffic off of and unpredictable. That's my experience anyway. So
Eli message, she says, I hear you.
oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I forgot to check the chat. I'm talking
That's
here.
okay.
Cool.
I watched.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm glad you jumped on, Eli. I'm glad you got a couple minutes there. And I am excited about the progress you're making on your blog. I think that's awesome and it's looking good. So keep doing that. It's great. All right. Well, I am going to jump. Let's see. Carol, I'm going to go ahead
Yeah.
and start with bringing up your ClickBank, my ClickBank actually, but we're going to look at your product. So let me see how to do this. I'm going to try to share.
Carol, was that Java Bean that you were having trouble with?
Yes,
Okay.
but that's okay. I don't mean to bog down in it. I was just telling you kind of what's going on. I just dropped it.
Well, I'm going to
Here
show you.
to help each other.
Yeah, I just put this here. This is Java Burn, and I just brought it up because I'm playing with my affiliate link, and it could just be something with your affiliate link, because when I go here to the affiliate page, there's nothing here that says that you have to get pre-qualified. It says once you're registered at ClickBank as an affiliate, you will be able to send traffic through a special ClickBank generated link. Now, this can get people hung up a little bit. So let me show you this. Carol, this might have been what you tried to do. You might have tried to put an ID in here. Maybe you didn't know what to do with tracking ID. Maybe you were like confused. It's giving you a drop arrow to all these different landers and you didn't know which one to do. And then you try to go, do I have to sign up for email? If you got stuck in something like this with Java Burn, then maybe that's the problem. Because if you go back out of that, now my screen Zoom is in my way. So let me move that. Let me go ahead and, how did I get in here?
I don't even remember seeing that.
Yeah, it could have been a different product, but this is Java Burn. This is like the coffee one that they were showing that was so well. I'm going to X that because there it is. Yeah, it brought up a second page. So if you look at Java Burn, we have a really good average conversion amount. This is really good gravity score. You've got over 100.
Yeah.
The way I brought this is I just went over to the well, now it's not the main page. I'll bring you back to the main page in a minute. But on the main affiliate page, I just put a search term, a Java Burn. And I would suggest you try this one, Carol, because it doesn't have a pre-qualification. And you just click, so let's see, promote. This button right here, when you're logged in, and I just put my ClickBank affiliate ID, which, gotta move my Zoom again because it keeps, there we go. See how it has a little down arrow right here?
Yes.
I have two because I had an older one. I wasn't sure it was active, so I made a second one. Then I found out this one is working. I'm going to use my old one. And then all you have to do is, you click that promote button here on the right, and then all you have to do is say continue. And then let me see what it does. I'm just walking it through to see what might have happened to you.
Coming to
Default
that
landing
page,
page is
yeah.
fine. I'm gonna just say that's all fine. So I'm gonna scroll on down. And you see, whoa, I just jumped. This is not fun because I'm working with Zoom and it keeps like bumping my pages around when I try to
Can
move.
Carol screen share and then maybe you could see what's going on with hers?
Yeah, because I want to say I just created this and just going down on the screen, which I wanted to show you right down here, Carol. See, whenever I do it,
Oh,
it's off.
yes.
But if you saw on that screen real quick, it had a link. You could just hit copy, and that would be your link. That's all you need to save. So
I did that.
yeah, it should work. So you should be able to then take that, and I was trying to copy, but because something with Zoom, it's kicking it right out. Maybe it's not letting me show the screen because it's just not cooperating for me. So anyway, the point is that's what you do. And then the way you test it is you can do an incognito or just, I don't care. I just put a new one in here and I paste it. So when you're able to copy it. But for some reason, it doesn't like Zoom as being a pill for me. But that's just jumping off the screen. It should work just fine if you want to try that on your computer, then you've got the link. Now, I'll show you some other tools that might be helpful. I love this affiliate page because this is where you can find some really nice stuff for helping you promote. I'm going to scroll down and see if this one has anything. Let's see, terms of service. I do kind of read through that. They don't want any spamming. On email, Adam's list allows us to direct link in an email that we create. But in my platform with ConvertKit, you're going to want to drive all additional traffic through a page, a landing page. Like Adam has a Flexi page. You can add another page if you're going to add an email sequence follow-up, and you can use his additional pages you can make copies of and then create your emails in there, like your main page, and you would take your newsletter and you would embed to a landing page, not to the direct offer, if you were to do an email follow-up. But I'm looking here to see what they offer, and I do not see any group of emails. Some offers that allow that. They'll have like, here's a bunch of emails you can send, and that can be a good way to add additional traffic to your people to possibly get them to want to sign up, the additional email offers and things. This one's not giving a whole bunch of things like that. So I would recommend you create your own list of emails. Free ad copy. I'm going to jump. Let me stop this little Zoom thing likes to move around. I'm going to stop the share for a second. Then I'm going to pull up free ad copy and make sure I can show you some of the tools that are on there. So I had it up, I thought. Now I don't see it. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to add it again. Okay, free ad copy. This is the new platform that Adam is purchasing to help us create content. And they have an email generator as well, which I think is just wonderful to have that option. Share screen. Let me see. I pulled it up and had to find it.
I can go into that and generate an email and post it.
You can post, well, so you're going to have to see, I want to show you on free ad copy what Adam teaches, and then what we do is we also add our own list. That's an additional piece that is not something Sheridan usually teaches, but that is what I like to do, is add additional emails to something. For some reason, I don't know what it's doing. I'm just going to share one of my pages and see if I can get it to, well, so what I did, I used free ad copy, but Zoom is so annoying. It covers my toolbars up. I can't find things. It's like, come on. What I did with the well, this was my offer that I did, but I did a different one. Let's see, I did I took a VSL from the video. I don't know, Carol, if you saw Adam's training last week, I would recommend that you watch it, his Thursday training that he does. He had
Yes.
gone through how to go about getting the VSL put into text using free ad copy. And I was trying to bring that up and it doesn't want to share that. Okay.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
That's Stefan. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. I found where I want to share. Let me stop the, are you guys, I don't know what you guys can see. So let's stop the share. I got it up. So let me now see if I can, you probably heard it talking. Whenever I go to share, it doesn't want to show. Let's see. This is it, I think. Okay, let's try that. Because this is such a neat tool. This is Stefan's. Okay. Templates. You're gonna click in templates. Carol, if you can see this.
Yes,
When you go into let's say you're doing Java burn, you go into the VSL, they'll give you a link and it'll likely be to the video sales letter VSL. You can go in and play that into a Word document if you have Office 365. Now, the Word on my computer right now that I'm on this call doesn't have 365. I have another computer that does. Office 365 has a little microphone that you could just tell it to, you can click the microphone and it says dictate. And you could take the VSL on your phone. So you go to the Clickbank on your phone, you find the offer, search Java Burn, and then go play that affiliate link or whatever the main page is that they give you. And you play that VSL with your phone. You have your computer open with Word and then click that dictate microphone and it automatically puts the text in. And so from that text, the very next piece, once you get that Word document with your VSL played into the computer, you're going to go and you're going to copy that into Flexi. And you're going to create a separate page because this is how it works. I'll just show you. So you're going to go over to advertorial ads in freeadcopy.com, and Adam is going to be giving us free credits. They start with a free account with 10 credits. For each VSL or bridge page you create, it uses 1 year credits, and you would have to buy more, except Adam's going to give us free credits being part of Sheraton. So just something to be aware of. When you start, you have enough to get started. You'll click this advertorial ads, and I did this last night when I was taking my VSL and breaking it up to be able to parse it. And let's see, what I did is I told it, jump page. You see right over here? You're going to click this, and you'll see all these little categories that it gives you. And you can see it has like, what's your target market? What's your biggest pain point? Common but dislike solutions. And it just walks you through all these questions. That's a lot to try to come up with on your own. So there is a quick way to do this. It lets you, oh man, Zoom, I think, is covering it up right now. But there is a way on here to say generate from a web page, and you can make a copy of a Flexi page and it'll generate everything. Why is it being this? Generate 1 ad credit. Let's see. I think it's this recommendation bar is covering. Okay, there it is. See how it says create form data from URL? Can you see that, Carol?
yes,
That is what you're going to put. You're going to click right here. Your document that your Word document captures from that VSL will be in text. You can copy that text over to Flexi. And if you want, I'll go ahead and show you it. Just sign into my Flexi. I don't know why. Oh no, I was in it. Why is it doing this? I'm gonna try to see if I have it up somewhere. I may have it up already. Nope. Okay, I may have to log in again. It may have logged me out. I just wanted to show you, but in Flexi, you can go into the websites. Have you gone that far to get to your bridge pages in Flexi yet or not?
no,
Okay.
haven't done anything.
So I will have to go ahead and do the security code thing. So let me take it off of the screen share. It didn't stay up. So let me do that and I'll walk you through how to do that. If you want to follow me on your computer, that might be a good way too, to kind of you can get familiar with where to go. I'm going to log in, and if you're able to be on this call and follow, or you could just watch, which would you prefer to do?
Probably better if I just watch, so I probably get lost someplace trying to follow you.
Yeah, okay, that's probably true. Okay, good idea. Whatever works for you. Let me get logged in over here now that they're making me go through all of this.
But I don't want you to get bogged down with this when you have
This is
people.
what we do on these calls, is I help people hands-on. So you're totally fine. It's not something that you can always ask Adam. And so the VAs can also help you quite a bit. So it can be really helpful for you. Okay. So I'm going to show you this because there might be other people that are having the same problem. And it's hard to kind of learn these early stages of the process. If you get stuck trying to get your VSL and you don't know what you're doing, then you're just stuck, right? So
Right.
let's try to make this easy for you. So let me go back to share. And if you can remember the Word document, if it's Word 365 Office, they have that phone for the VSL. We'll pretend that you have your script already. And now we're going to go ahead and open up the Flexi. This can take a little bit to get used to navigating. So let me just show you how you have something on your left side. When it opens up, it looks like this. You're going to click Sites. And then you're going to go up here to the top, Websites. So if you can remember, Sites, Websites. That's
Okay.
your menu. Then the next piece you're going to do is, if you've not been in Flexi at all, you're going to want to probably make a copy of the cutting edge site. The latest version, the 4.1 is what you're going to want to do. 4.0 is the first version, does not have bridge pages. You're going to need bridge pages for Clickbank products. So you're going to go to 4.1, and it's recommended that you make a clone. Right here on the right-hand side, you see how it says clone?
Yep.
So that's what you're going to do. I already did that, and I named my clone Christie's Cutting Edge 4.1 so I could keep track of which side it is. It automatically opens to all of the different pages for different things you might, use for marketing. You're going to scroll down towards the bottom. And the bottom set of pages are the bridge pages that are being created to work with various ClickBank products. So you could take any one of these, and just like I just did for
Christy,
the site. Yeah.
Adam recommended exotic rice or endocrinologist. Endocrinologist were the two that they had read, especially the rice one.
Uh-huh.
And his formatting from the Thursday call is the rice one.
Okay, I'm not going to actually clone it right now because I just did something. So I was just
Yeah.
showing her all of these
Yeah.
are bridge pages, but very good to point that out. I really appreciate that, Alyssa.
No
So this
problem.
is the one he recommends. Start with that and do the 3 little dots to clone, and that'll make a copy, and the copy will come down below. And for me, I picked one I thought that would go good with my offer because I'm also, as you know, kind of tailoring it with a lead magnet for my email list, which is another additional piece not taught by Adam's method. But I'm going to see how I can do to create an email list for my web page and everything else that I'm building out.
I'm guessing the reason he recommended them, they're the two easiest ones to kind of work
Edit.
with. And
Yeah.
so I'm just saying that's why.
It might be. And really, Carol, you can go through these because there's nothing that says it has to be this one or that one. And for this one that I had cloned, I was going to bring it up because I used free copy. Now, when I create a page for it to read, this is basically what you'll do is you'll take one of these, you'll clone it, and then let's suppose you have your VSL. You're going to, in fact, you don't even have to clone that. You can just, he had told us we could just start with like a new one. Oops. I think what Adam did, I always start with a blank one when I do that. Add new page. There you go. So Carol, for like making something that free ad copy can get a URL of your VSL reading, you could just click add new page just for the section. So let's just pretend you had a VSL right here, and you could say a test. I'm not going to do this because I don't really want to do it, but if I put a test in here, it's going to give a URL. And that URL is what is going to go into the free ad copy to parse out each of those fields. Who's your audience, who, what happens if they don't solve the problem? What are the dislike solutions? You know, the questions that were on that page with the free ad copy. This is how you're going to create that content for free ad copy to read. You'll just create your own little page, and then you're going to title it. You're going to get a URL. It's going to open up. Let's go. I'm going to just do this for fun. It probably a test one. I'll do that. Let's go create new page. I'm just doing it for fun. I do this all the time on my website too, so I don't always use Adams, but to do that, just
And it bumped you up.
see
Oops,
that
sorry.
right here? Use existing right here, and you'll click
Oh.
edit. That's the one it created. That's blank page. For those that don't have a website, you can just go and let's see, full width is fine. Add row, let's see what it wants. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do the one column. And then I'm going to, I'm gonna look because I haven't done Adams one. I know my software really well, not Adams. So like I might as well learn what he's suggesting. So add an element, it should be paragraph. Let's go look. When we add an element,
It was at the top. It said paragraph on the right-hand side.
oh,
But you've got a backwards P. I know. I
I
could see it
didn't,
because I'm dyslexic.
I think I might have had a little bit of a Zoom was right there and I just looked right over it.
All
Here's
good.
Alyssa. Because I have my little Zoom faces right next to it. But then you said it like, oh yeah, it's right there. So here's where you're going to copy in that script from your VSL.
Is it restricted as to length?
Yeah, so you see how like I already have my website tied to a domain I'd set up, but this is going to be my URL right up here. And I would give it the copy of my VSL, which I think is on the other computer, so I can't show you it. I had already done it with my ad copy, but you're going to paste that VSL right into here from that Word document you create. Then you're going to take this and like for me, I'm just doing a test. I'm not going to use that because it's going to totally not understand this, but I would copy this like this. Then I would go down, and I don't know if this is going to follow. So maybe I'll stop the sharing, hold the ad copy back up. Let's see. All right, it is hard to find it again. Chat box. Well, okay, I think.
So Carol, just a tip that might help. When you go to create this stuff, and Adam's call, like Christy said, was really good, or Christy's call, this is recorded as well and will be posted in Discord. If you take, for example, say your phone, or if you, like, I don't know if you have two computers or a tablet and a computer, the best thing to do is take your phone or your tablet, play Christy's call or play Adam's call, watch it, pause it, go do it on your computer. And then that way, um, you won't get lost when you're doing it.
Yeah, I tried to split the screen and that doesn't always, I never thought of using my phone. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people they were, you could tell, were struggling with, well, how do I follow these directions and do it at the same time? And yeah, split screen is not always great because it cuts stuff off and then it doesn't look the same. But yeah, if you just take your phone or a tablet and just play these videos, I think you'll find that you're really able to paint by number and do it. Sorry, Christy, carry on.
No, that's really good point. And I want to mention, I'm going through this a little slower because on Adam's call last week, I felt like it went pretty quickly through how to do the VSL and it might be harder to follow. So I thought this is a really good time to go back through for people who have not, we've got a couple new people, not just Carol, who maybe haven't done this part yet. So I wanted to show you this. You sign up for the free account, you got 10 ad credits. It's going to get you at least one VSL page. You put your VSL link in right here, generated create data from URL. And when you paste that in, the one I've got up right now is not legit because my VSL is on another document. So I'm not going to redo what I did, but I wanted to show you that it's really simple. You'll put it in here and then you're going to say generate Oh, I have all kinds of funny things loading. I don't know what it did, but it'll generate right here from that Flexi page that we were just on that you would paste your VSL in. And then I want to show you what it did. All these questions here, I actually put a Word document together to show you guys, so I wouldn't have to rerun it through. So my VSL, let's see. Oh, which document was this? I'll stop share again. I gotta find it. I have so many things loaded. It's like having trouble finding it. Let's see if I can. Which page? I think it's this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So when I put my VSL in for my offer, this is what it generated. Come on, let's go ahead and see if it'll scroll up for you guys. So what I did is I put my Clickbank ID on there on my Word document just to kind of keep everything together. This was the VSL. It was very short, as you can see, but I put it into my Word document. Then the next thing I did is I copied each of those points that were on free ad copy, and I went and generated from the URL. This is what it gave me. It gave me my target market, and it filled everything in on that screen. And it basically filled all these options in, and it gave me all these headlines because I was doing a make money online offer. You could see all the headlines that it gave me, which is really nice. Now, Adam's recommending 25 headlines. You're not going to want to run everything exactly in the headline because, like, for me, it's too claimy. Like, it pays 53 an hour. Be honest with you, I didn't see anything in the VSL that said it would pay 53 an hour. So I am not going to use some of these very claimy headlines, but they're definitely giving me some ideas, and I would generate off of that. Then I would go into, like, maybe not COVID ID, because that could be a trigger word for some people, especially with Facebook. They don't like that, but we're not doing Facebook. 34-year-old cracks code for earning with her phone. I might take the $37 part out and just have it earning money with her phone. And then that's probably what I would do. I'd take it into Gemini or into ChatGPT. Both of them are like, they compete with each other. And I'm going to ask it for another 15, 20 more headlines, because Adam suggests that we come up with 25 headlines and 10 images. The images can be from YouTube, use Gipster. You can go and do screenshots. You can make images with your phone and bring it into Easy Gift to create, images. That's another whole piece for banners. But just getting the basic content from Clickbank VSL, put it in to your free ad copy, generate out what those options are, and let it generate the headlines. And then the next thing that website gave me below the headlines was an actual bridge page story, which I thought was really great. I mean, if you read it, it's pretty decent. I think it goes with the make money online offer pretty well. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to verify that offer. I did some research last night, like I started the call sharing. I'm not sure how legitimate it is, but if I go through, I can verify whether this is legitimate, and I could put my own case study in the actual case study part that was not in the VSL call. They didn't have that in the VSL letter, and I haven't found any testimonies on YouTube that had that. So I'll give my own story and add that to this if this is an offer that I think meets my qualifications. So Carol, I hope does this kind of help you see how you can do this? And do you have questions on any part of the process?
Uh, I'm not smart enough about it yet to have questions to ask.
Sure.
It's kind of overwhelming.
Yeah, because you got to get used to the tools, and that can
Yeah.
be a little hurdle right now. Alyssa, you've worked a lot with the VAs. Do you know if the VAs will help Carol through that?
They will do almost all of this. They will
Okay.
literally, that's the other thing, Carol. We keep seeing VAs, but when you go to the Charrington navigation bar, maybe you could screen share that, Christy.
I'll do that. Let me bring it
If you
up.
go in where it says one-on-one call, you
Yeah.
can work with the VAs, and it's a half-hour time period. And so you screen share with them, and they'll literally go into your computer if you give them permission, and they'll like if you went to JavaScript and said, okay, I need this taken so I can create a VSL, like they'll literally do everything that Christy just showed you for you. They will not create marketing for you, like they won't gather the pictures, they won't, you know, create all your headlines, but anything where you're setting up links, the back end stuff, they will do all of it. I pretty much am on a call with one 2 or 3 times a week because I am not very computer savvy. I do construction for a living and drive truck. So this was a lot for me to learn. Now I've been in here now for a few months, so I've really digested a lot, but that was how I got as much as I did was the one-on-one calls. Sorry, go ahead, Christy.
No, I think, can you see on screen? I'm kind of showing her where to get the one-on-one calls.
Yes,
So you
I've
can-
done that, and I've had help previously when it was under the old system.
Sure.
They're really good at helping. Um,
Yeah.
and I thought
I-
I might go to them, tell them where I am, and see what they can do for me, and then what do I do with it?
I
So
think generating your link in ClickBank, you're going to have to do that part. Getting the VSL scripted, I think you're going to have to do that as well because I don't know if they have offer. They're Filipino. I don't know if they would have access to ClickBank or that
No,
kind of thing.
but they can screen share with you and walk you through it.
Okay.
So it's the same thing, like it's a Zoom call, and they can literally they really help me. For example, I didn't know how to do Google Drive and get my pictures and zip file them and all that. And so then the one, he even came and actually went into my computer and said, see what I mean? Okay, just a sec, Magnum. He went and he literally said, okay, here, I'll come into your computer and I'll show you on your computer. So then he's like, hey, go here, click here, do this, do this. This is how you'll be able to export these for reviews and stuff. And so that's just one example. And so, yeah, I honestly don't think there's very much they can't do.
Wow, that's good. Because
Yeah,
I
like
wasn't sure about the VSL part, but if they can even help her capture the VSL, if you got one
100%, I
365,
think they can, 100%.
cool. And I know there's another way if you don't have Word, you can do like the audio recording and transcription, I believe can be done through Loom, or you can get Wondershare from Mara, which screen records.
A lot
Um,
of the mentees are using Otter AI.
oh, Otter AI. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't know all the other tools because I have my favorite ones.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going off all the calls I've been on that.
yeah, she's been really digging those calls, which is really good too. But not everybody can during the day. So
No, I
um,
understand. Yeah.
no, I'm grateful for
I
your
mean, like, I'm working.
yeah. And I had a lot of ministry calls today, so I wasn't on calls either. I was very busy today. Because I run my ministry from home. Sometimes I can do calls, sometimes I can't. But that's what's nice about the evening call is we can all collaborate and share with each other, and that's what we're
Yeah,
here.
like I said, they were helping with things that weren't even Charrington, like just my computer itself. So I mean, I honestly, I think just try going, like work with them as much. Like I've been making appointments. I've done as many as 3 times a week. It's
Wow.
basically if they have room in their calendar, you can go do one VA and 2 hours late, like like you could book one that afternoon or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's an incredible resource that a lot of people don't utilize as much as they could. So take advantage of that. I would highly recommend, especially since you're struggling with the basic technology of connecting all the new things that after you were on the old platform. So yeah, see how much Alyssa can do. You could probably do the same 3 times a week. So
I need that.
yeah, and there's some stuff I'm not clear on the new platform on. I'm likely going to be booking with them as well, especially as we move forward with some of the new things that Adam's rolling out. It's been a while. I was in Blaze way back when he first launched it because I've been here since um I was one of the first students he brought in. So I've been here quite a while and So I have my memories of the old system, but I'm gonna need refreshers for sure. It's been so long since I've done that. And then now the new, obviously the new, how is the new traffic source gonna work? That's all gonna be new for me. So I'll be learning with all of you. We can get on the chat. Okay, what did you learn, Alyssa? You talked to the VAs and I forgot. Help each other out. That's what we're here for. Discord community chat Tuesday night. Get together, share your progress. Hey, I'm stuck here. Couldn't get Clickbank to work. Whatever. Let's figure it out. So that's what we want to do. That we enjoy you asking us questions, Carol. Thank you for
Thank you
sharing.
very much for all your help and
Yeah.
all of that. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, trying to think. I think there were some technical things I was going to work with some of you guys after the call. It's not quite, it's more your blog specific questions, technical stuff. We are creating an email sequence. It's an addition to what Adam offers. And the idea here, some of us are very tight on our budget. And we've already lost some ad spend. For me, I had house stuff that ate up my ad budget. So, things happen in life. And so the goal here for myself, and I think for a lot of you guys that are doing the email list with me, is to see if we can't bring enough offer and enough emails, capturing those leads to generate more income so that when we run our testing and we know the first set of tests, you generally don't have stuff convert very well, not enough to make your ad spend back. What can we do on the back end with these leads that might sign up for our newsletter? What can we offer them that might possibly bring our income up so that we don't lose as much of our ad budget in testing when we get started rolling out on this new platform? To that end, I was going to take a second and show you guys my page that I've been working on. So I think I've got it. I've had so many things open now. Let me see if I can bring it up since I had to get out. Okay, I'll take care. I got to get back out of this one page and then I'm going to show you. So I want to show you what it looks like because in the back you can't really see it. So I'll just open it. And there's some ways to think about how we can do additional lead capture on the pages that we're building with Sherrington. Zoom. I'm going to go to screen share. I've got it up. Here we go. Okay, so what I did is I took one of those bridge pages and I took the headline that I got from Free Ad Copy. And then I went down to I chose this one because it didn't have a lot of pictures, which I don't have a lot of pictures yet for my VSL. Most of my VSL is just the one guy talking, and it's a very short VSL, as you saw in my text transcript. So this is what Free Ad Copy gave me, and I basically copy and pasted already pre-formatted in this particular template. It was already had the breakout text, and I liked it. You can do that, your own breaking out of text. We're using some of the tools here on the right. You can add a container. If you look at the bottom, I'm just going to show you down here. I don't want to do it because I have it kind of how I want it, but you can add an additional container by just hitting that plus sign. And then just like we looked at the blank page, you can say, I want a paragraph, I want a headline. You can grab whatever they're giving you as options. So it's under each of these little containers, you're going to find in the middle a little plus sign when you're modifying your pages. And here they had like a step-by-step video. This is going to go to my offer. These links, as Adam showed how to do that. But they had a picture of a VSL that wasn't my offer. To tie my bridge page to my offer, I just screen captured this page from the video in Clickbank, but I need to go back and add it to Gifster. I didn't have time tonight to do it. But Gifster allows you to import an image and then add a play button to it. So I'm going to recreate this image in Gifster, add the play button to it, and then re-import it. I wanted to show you this can get people caught a little bit if you haven't worked a lot in this type of platform. You can click, this one had this video play picture already. That's why I chose this VSL. And you can click in here and on the right-hand side, well, I'm not seeing it now. Oh, there it is. See how it has image options on the right-hand side? Do you guys see that right here on, can you see the page? Alyssa? Or is anyone?
We can see everything perfectly.
Okay, good. So
Yeah.
when you go to change out an image on here, you're going to click in here. You're going to click this little image options. And when you click right here, it brings up an image library. And I was able to click upload and I added my screenshot of the video right in here. Now,
Okay.
that's how I added it. Now, when you go and you put it in, it gives you the option. You can click on it. It says copy link. So I want to show this because this can trip you up if you're wanting to bring and add images to your Flexi. This is how you do it. You'll copy your link and then you're going to X out. You're going to go back over here and down where the assets are, you're going to copy and paste over what was there and paste that link for your image. Once you had imported it through here, you paste it right here. It automatically shows up on your page. So that little piece might be helpful for some of you. They also have a text alignment. If your video picture is not centered, I chose center and I think it looks good. They do have ways for you to check your page. And what I want to show you guys next, last week, I showed you guys how I embedded a form from ConvertKit to be the ConvertKit for you, Carol, you may not know, and it's not an Adams program, but ConvertKit is a platform that allows you to create opt-in forms for an email list, to create an email list. ConvertKit is $25 a month, but you can have automations go out and you can do an email sequence to people that opt into your list. So this is an additional piece that I'm adding to my bridge pages so that I can collect emails when they come to my offer page. So I'm recommending it for everybody to do that, but it is an additional techie piece. It's a piece the VAs would not, they're not trained on how to help you. It's something you would have to ask me. I'm the only one that I know of at Sheridan that knows how to do this. And so you can always get help from me through Discord. I'm always helping people. Meg knows I'm with Alyssa and Eli. You guys are building email lists. So we're all kind of working together, and you are welcome to if you want to add an email. The thing that ConvertKit gives you, I will stop sharing and I'm going to bring up ConvertKit to show you. But actually, maybe I won't do that. I'll just bring up this page. This is the page I've been developing. And in Flexi, there is a way to put the code in. Once you create an opt-in form on ConvertKit, this is one that I made in ConvertKit. I created my lead magnet in ConvertKit, which goes with a series of emails I'm already building out on how to make money online using different types of strategies of digital creation blog sites. And that's all the stuff that, Meg and Eli are doing and Alyssa to be able to bring additional affiliate products into a website and then follow up with an email sequence that you send to your blog articles. And then people can get more options to buy things through your links on your site. Now, the difference between my email platform with ConvertKit and Adam's platform, where we can just send emails out, is that ConvertKit, like a lot of email platforms, they do not let you take your Clickbank offer and throw it into an email with here, go check this product out. You can't do a direct link to the Clickbank offer. You need to go through a web page. This is incidentally what we're doing with Adam. We have a web page. We have a bridge page. They learn about the offer before they go to Clickbank. The email platforms like ConvertKit do not allow direct linking. Adams does. So he says you could do whatever you want if you want to send it direct. The problem with sending them direct is that a lot of people won't buy if they're not told a little bit about it before they see the VSL. So the recommendation is to use Adam's bridge page. Carol, if you decide to add an email list to it, you can add an additional page I showed you tonight on Adam's platform. You can add an additional page to offer other things or to create an email sequence that you would send people to retarget another offer. Let's say you find in the Clickbank area, maybe you make another bridge page and you'd send an email out. Hey, you saw the email about, such and such, or you saw the last video about this offer. Well, I'd like to tell you another offer that I found that could be helpful, or another way to solve this problem is this supplement. Or is this stretching exercise? And it could be another product that ClickBank has that you can offer through your email. And this is part of the email retargeting philosophy that we have in trying to increase our earnings from the people that go to our pages. So you can see here how my offer with Make Money Online goes really well with my free passive income strategies ebook. And at the beginning of the call, I'm thinking about making something even more tied into this offer, but this would be another thing that I would give people when they sign up for my emails. I made this myself on ChatGPT and using different tools that my Creative Profits Academy website gives people how to do. I kind of have a training on this, Carol. So I know it's a lot of information, so I'm not suggesting that you necessarily where you're at, that you're going to want to do everything. You might just want to focus on the email collection, maybe make an offer for like a ChatGPT PDF. You can go to Canva. You can do all kinds of things with Word and like a checklist in Word, something like that, and create a little form. It embeds right into um, Adam's landing page, and when it loads, this is what people will see. They'll learn about the Make Money Online, and they'll see my offer and the potential for them to sign up. It's really easy, get it free, and I'll probably say download for free. And I might even have more text I'll put in here as I develop it out. All right, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Having that offer here, I might even have another link in here. Do you want to get the PDF guide for this particular offer? This goes hands in hand, complimentary guide. You can call it whatever you want. That's sort of the philosophy behind it. And I'm going to change my offer out just slightly to make it a little more. How do you know a good a good offer versus a scam? What are the 10 tests of a scam? That's going to be my PDF offer that I'll be changing out on my form. So there you are. That's what I have to share with you guys tonight. Any other thoughts? Any questions?
Thank you,
Thank you
Christy.
very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
With a ClickBank, is it better to just keep my email, like personal email, or to contact at Universal Energy and ask them to switch it?
I wouldn't contact them. There's really nothing wrong with getting their emails. If you're going to be checking that email a lot, ClickBank will send you different offers from time to time. Here's the top offers for this month or something like that. And you might find it helpful. I don't know that they sell your list out to anybody. I don't think they do. So I've not had any trouble with ClickBank doing that.
Okay, so just whatever they chose, just stick with it, because I don't want to complicate things and then they close my account again.
Yep, absolutely. I wouldn't mess with it at all. I think you're fine. The one thing I would say that we want to work on is getting your email, your contact email tied into ConvertKit. So like my page, well, this one's an embed, so you can't see it on the embed form, but the standalone form that I have on my site, switch. I don't know if, can you guys see when I move from one to another? Are you able to see?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool. So it is showing. So you see here how I have my opt-in right here. Just Carol,
Mhm.
you can kind of see also how I'm building my site. This is my site, creativeprofitsacademy.com. And this is my lead magnet. When I have this on the home page, I click it. It's not an embed form. This is its own standalone form. And you can see how I have my domain, creativelifefreedom.com. And then I used a 5 strategy subdomain. So Meg, that's something I haven't set up for you yet. I helped Eli this week put that onto her opt-in page. And it's a standalone page. So you could put this into like Facebook, YouTube, or anywhere where it's actually giving your domain. You could put this in an email and it would be fine because it's not a weird kind of domain, with numbers and characters and all the stuff that ConvertKit usually gives you. This will give you actually your own domain. So I just wanted to show you guys, there's 2 ways to bill with ConvertKit, the opt-in form or the regular standalone form. So I recommend opt-in.
Okay, opt in. Well, I did set up a bunch of them, and you were like, these two are the ones that I like. So,
Yes.
yeah. And my brain is fried now, so I'm like, oh, I can't even form a sentence.
It's East Coast time. It's 2 hours later for you, Meg. So you guys know it's she's probably getting real tired now. She's got to work. So
Yeah. I have to make an appointment with you to help me out.
yeah, because I know you're kind of stuck on some things. Let me go. ConvertKit. I'm just gonna log in here. Probably just jump in. I don't know I don't think it'll show my password, will it? Nope, it won't. Okay, cool. So right here again, where those two things are found is under landing pages and forms, under grow, when you create an account. And I do both, but the one that I'm embedding on Adam's forms is a form. So you'll see the different options here. If it says a form, that's going to be your embed options. I think they're all forms, but if you look here, well, anyway, I did get for the form, and then this was a landing page here. So I think I just played around with these and I found a way to do it. Let's see, what did I do here? I just picked one of these templates. Yeah, because they let you pick in the library a template when you create it. And there's a little bit to ConvertKit generally just does a first name. And I like having a last name because I keep track of people. Yeah, I added this. This is a little bit of a process that you go through to add a name field, last name field to your form so that it can, if there's two fields, you have to have it add on the actual list. Then you have to add it into your form. And there's a little hunt and peck. So I found a video. I gave it to Eli, I think. So did you get yours working? Ah, she did.
I did. I did. I have everything working, but the actual landing page won't load.
Oh,
So
we
I need
gotta
to
find that problem. I
figure
actually,
out what's missing.
yeah, and I imagine, let me go back here. I imagine it's literally a mapping issue.
Yes. Yes.
I figured out how to make it so that it's the first and last name in the first section, and then email the second one, and then the third one is a drop down where how'd you hear about us?
Something to know, Meg, is that if you didn't add the last name field to the actual record itself, like when you go and you click on subscribers, if you don't see last name, it's not storing anything. So the form will let you add it, but if you don't have a badge,
Oh, so you have to have it first
well,
name and last name.
you have to add last name to it. First name's
Yeah.
automatic.
So
Well, it says-
I went in and Googled how to do it because I was like, I'm doing it, but it's not saving. And so
It was
I
saving-
Googled how to do it and it told me you have to go into your account settings and you have to add a user or
a subscriber.
a subscriber, which essentially can be yourself.
Yeah, I do myself. But you can see here, I probably shouldn't. It's probably not a good idea. Well, they're not on the call, but you can see on my subscribers.
I'm there. I'm there. You can see Alyssa. Appy's a rock.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
Me.
yeah.
Right
Now
at
I'm
the
giving
top.
away private
Right
data.
at the top.
You only have to add it to one subscriber though, right? To make it available for your
Yes. So I
options.
subscribe to my own list so that I can modify everything. when I'm
Yeah.
in here. So sorry, Alyssa.
No, no,
I'm
no.
like,
I was like, hey, I'm there.
you're there, you're in my list. And now I got to get my automations going. I got one automation going. It's to make sure you got your free offer. I got to get the next parts going. But I was going to show you. So I'm playing around with chat and I got only so far when coming up with like a chat document to help you guys come up with emails. But we do have free ad copy to play with too for like an email sequence around an offer. But yeah, I was having fun. So I'll show you my this is gonna be for my when I get my launch because I have the courses up, but I don't have everything all tailored for a paid paid coaching yet. So anyway, this is like my offer that I'm going to make for my coaching community. And Meg, I know you're trying to do coaching as well. because you're going to offer the therapies for pain management and trauma healing and all of that. So yeah, this was what chat helped me come up with. And it's my first part is a question, and it's who's my audience? And I like to cater to people of faith. So I put that in there. And then, breaking free from financial stress to build a sustainable digital asset business or an income stream. And my name of my program is going to be Jumpstart Your Influence, because I'm using influencer marketing with social media platforms and all kinds of things, becoming an expert in my space. And then, so you could use the same format. If you want, Meg, I can copy this for you. I have bullet points. In just 90 days, I'm doing a 3-month course. I'm going to teach you how to create your blog website, which you all have been through, so you know it works. Monetize your YouTube and social media through affiliate link marketing. That's what we're doing with our Amazon influencer and Clickbank products. Secure brand deals. Now, this is another piece I'm studying. I'm going to have a track teaching people how to create videos that you're going to offer to people to suppliers that are selling products, to see if you can get paid to make product reviews for them. It's what I've done on Amazon for quite a while in the influencer platform, which makes me $300 a month. For your information, Meg, others have made up to $20,000, or not Meg. I don't know if Carol's still on, but anyway, some of those things can be helpful. And then leverage email marketing to drive consistent income. And that's creating that email sequence. So I'm building the modules for all of this, training you guys to learn what I need to develop further in my courses so that I can actually have a product that I could sell at some point. And then with budget-friendly methods, I teach you how to do this without going into a lot of debt, how to make this affordable, and that's the goal. And so what I'm going to put down here, instead of saying join the program now, I'm going to have it say sign up for my wait list now. So that'll be an easy way of getting more people to, sign up, but they don't have to commit to buying into my program. They can learn about it when it's available. I recommend this for you, Meg, doing a format very similar. And if you think this would be helpful kind of to have as a guide to build your first email, then I'll just send that over to you on Discord, or probably just give you a copy that you can just copy, not my wording exactly, but put in your program. And then like 5 things that people get from your program would be really good. So
Okay. Were you showing stuff on the screen and was just staying on the kit landing
is
page?
it staying on Kit? It might have stayed on Kit this whole time. Oh, wasn't that lovely? Okay, sorry guys. I gotta stop the share to bring it back. Thanks for telling me that. Yes, I thought it followed me, and it didn't. Lovely. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
There's my initial email that I'm gonna be. I basically crafted this last night, and I'm playing around with more email prompts to build out a sequence of emails around this program that I'm building. So there you go. So you can see the layout with the 5 bullet points, what people will get. Yeah, and I'm going to be able to tie this right into my email. And the only difference I'm changing, instead of saying join the program, and this is on my other computer, so it won't let me save, I'm going to say join the wait list, because ConvertKit has a wait list option. So
Yes,
you
and that was the one that, yeah, okay,
I recommend it for you. Yes. Yeah. So I think this format would be really good for you, Meg, for like your first email. After people sign up, they get your opt-in, and we got to get your opt-in delivery process going on your site. So that's the other thing I want to help you do.
Okie dokie. Okay, my brain is fried. So is Carol. She logged out. She said she has to rest her brain.
Well, I think we helped her get the basic concept of just getting started with Adam's bridge page, because I think that's where she was stuck. So I'm glad she
Yeah,
joined the
that
class.
was good.
All right. Well, I think I'll call it a night, except I think, was it Alyssa? And I think Meg will connect later when you're not so tired. Maybe Eli. Some of you guys wanted additional techie help. Who all was it? All right. We got Alyssa.
Okay. So thank you very much. I am going to bed now.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the share. I'm going to let Tim stop everything so we get the recording saved. and Tim will process it and send it to me so we can load it on my site where I'm putting coaching calls now. And then for you techie folks that are still awake, I know Meg, you gotta go to bed.
So
But
for those of us
Aw,
that
bye,
are
Meg.
challenged,
Nice.
we got a California girl. She's Pacific. She's okay yet. Eli, Melissa, are you too tired or you want to stay on a little bit?
oh no, I'm not too tired.
Okay, so let's do this. We'll cancel the call. Then we can re-jump on once Tim says the recording stopped. We'll just jump on without recording. So we'll
Okay.
get back into the same link